Aloha, it's Kellie Hosaka. So today I wanted to talk about the second part of our series where you're deciding now you're going to be an entrepreneur and employee. So I'm going to assume you've decided to be an entrepreneur. So now that you've decided to be an entrepreneur, time to change your values, because if you've been an employee all this time, I can tell you you have to change everything. Okay, and usually that's where people struggle. I've seen it for so long, and I definitely struggled with it myself, and it's not easy because your value system has gone one way and you need to switch it to another way. And by the way, the videos I have on my blog series help you with that, so you might want to opt into that if you haven't already. But once you've decided you're an entrepreneur, then I would suggest you just start really working very hard on your value system, because you're going to have to change everything. Everything that you thought is important is going to change. You know, one of the things I've been talking about a lot is time versus money, and which is more valuable. And you know, that's just one of the things, but it's so many roots of values that we were taught, and if you hang on to them, this is why you are more in a surviving mode instead of a thriving mode. And you will change that once you understand to look at it just differently. That's all it is. It's just a whole different, you know, it's like looking this way instead of that way. That's all it is. It's not that difficult, but because we only know one way, we don't know that we're supposed to look this way. And that's all that it is. So now that you've decided to be an entrepreneur, my question for you is, what are you going to do? You know, and you're here because you love the internet. So like, are you going to be, I see people being internet marketers. Are you going to be affiliate marketers? Are you going to sell your own products? You know, and that's all great, you know. But just really think about that, and then think about your future, because a lot of times I see that people don't plan it out. So wherever you're going to be, design your life for the next 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, 50 years. I'm not joking, all the way, because you have to know that every step you take now is going to lead you there. And so you want to make sure that, you know, you're already going down that path. Now for me, when I started in 1995, there was no information, right? But I didn't have any experience. So I was 100% brought up to be an employee. So I needed a team. I needed help. I needed very much so a Mickey Mouse step-by-step system. And I needed somebody to hold my hand, because I was scared and I had no clue. On my goodness, and I wasn't, you know, I wasn't the brightest cookie around, so to speak. So, and I already knew that. So I couldn't be alone. Oh my gosh, for this big world, right? So for me, I chose the team. I chose a team concept, and that's network marketing. So for me, that was so much easier, because all of a sudden I was supported by, you know, honestly, if not even hundreds of thousands, for me now it's like millions, right? And huge corporation backing you up, and just the best of the best and everything. And so for me, that was the choice and the way I went, because it's still, you know, as much as I'm here talking to you and stuff, oh gosh, 15.5 years, I tell people, you would be here too if you did it for as long as I did, right? So, but I love being part of a team, because I'm only good at a few things, not too good at a lot of things. But the few, I'm good at those few. And I've just learned to build a team that had skills that I didn't have. And then my peers and, you know, my mentors, thank goodness, because I have been able to build peer groups and, you know, just know where to get help. And it's so comforting, because you realize that help is just one phone call away, or one email away, you know, or one Facebook away. And I just love that. And then my team's supported by everybody else too, and I like that. I like the secure, because it's a little bit, you know, when you think about it, it's kind of a little bit on the other side where I wanted that kind of security. Even though I was an entrepreneur, I just could not see myself doing it alone, and then 20 years from now still having to create stuff on my own, and you know, not no well, for me, knowing that I just wasn't smart enough to keep up with that, you know. Nor did I want to, actually, because I love the fact that, you know, I have freedom and I can do all kinds of stuff and have the time where the choices are there. And that's the difference, for me anyway, working with a team. So, thanks so much for listening today. Take care. Aloha.